Hi, and welcome to this week's Read the Bible Story session together. And we are going to begin a few week series on famous people of the Old Testament. So you've probably heard of them, you may have even heard the stories, but we're going to take a couple of weeks to review these very special Old Testament stories. And this week we begin in the book of Daniel, chapter 3, verses 19 through 30. And the story's called The Firey Furnace. And we will read it from the Spark Story Bible from Sparkhouse Publishing. So, The Firey Furnace. King Nebuchadnezzar was so angry that his face got all scrunched up and almost turned purple. Can you imagine? Why was he so mad? Well, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, three of his workers, had said no when the king declared that everyone had to bow down to the huge golden statue he had made of himself. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego knew that God was the only one they should worship. But this made King Nebuchadnezzar so angry. No one obeyed the king. The king demanded to have the men tied up and thrown into the furnace. He even ordered to have the furnace turned up 7 times hotter than normal. Ouch! It was hot when King Nebuchadnezzar peeked into the furnace to see Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He was surprised. So you can see there's the king and the big golden statue of himself, and the 3 workers that he was sending to the furnace. I thought we threw 3 men in there, he shouted, but I see 4 men walking around in there and they aren't even tied up. They're fine. What is going on? The extra man in the furnace was an angel sent by God to protect the 3 men from the fire. The king flung open the door of the hot, fiery furnace and called, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, come out right now. When they came out, everyone noticed that the fire hadn't hurt them. They didn't even smell like smoke. King Nebuchadnezzar was amazed, realizing what had happened. Your God sent an angel to protect you? You disobeyed me and faced death rather than worship someone other than God? I declare that no one in any country can say anything against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, because no God can do what their God can do. And you can see them celebrating what God did for the workers and for King Nebuchadnezzar too, right? So think of a time when you get scared, and how do you know that God is with you in your scary moments? Okay? Thank you.